slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't.
Hey, I've had a lot of you asking me, what race are you running? What marathon are you aiming for at the end of the year? I am going after the Valencia Marathon in December in Spain, and the reason why I chose that race is basically because of the high competition that's there, the race course itself. That being said, it's taken me some time to mention this because I just don't really know what to expect, to be honest. I haven't ran a marathon in over 10 years. The last marathon I ran was the 2013 California International Marathon when I was 37, which I ran in 2:32:55. And it's been several years, been over a decade since I've competed in a race of this length. And so I am excited to run. But that being said, I really don't know what I'm capable of at this point. I do know based off some of the workouts I'm doing now currently, I do believe I can be somewhere under 3 hours, but I do have a specific time goal in mind that I'm aiming for, and to get that time, it's an enormous ask out of me, to be honest. I'm one of the individuals. I don't like placing limits on myself or others, and so I do like to dream big. I do like to think big, but knowing that it is going to be. This particular race is definitely going to be exciting. I'm glad to be a part of it. I actually started training for this race in December of last year. I signed up for this race in February of this year. So I've had everything signed up. You know, I've had the hotel and flight and all those things taken care of already. But I do know that to compete in that race and to go after the type of time I'm aiming for, I definitely have to be very consistent with the training. And again, announcing this, it doesn't do anything for all of you. I know a lot of you do ask questions about, make a vlog and talk about the specific workouts you're doing. Maybe that is something I'll consider. But I'm just one of those individuals and those athletes that thinks that, telling other athletes what I'm doing and on a routine basis. Every once in a while, I may make a post or things like that. But I think at the end of the day, what I'm doing doesn't help you. Okay, you have to put in your own work. You have to go out there and prepare in your own way for whatever race you're aiming for. But yeah, this is I will be training hard for the race, of course. Currently I have my long run out to 14 miles, which I did yesterday. It was definitely an experience to run that far. For many of you, 14 miles isn't a big deal. But for me, that was the longest I've run in probably about 7 years. So it was solid to get out there. And the day before I did a pretty decent 10 miler at a pretty decent clip. So the consistency is, that's the aim for going into Valencia Marathon. I aim to do a 16-week block, and aim to hold above 100 miles a week for those 16 weeks. And that's going to be a challenge. That's something also I've never done in my career. I've never held 4 months of training at over 100 miles a week. So that's something I didn't do prior to breaking 220. It's something I didn't do prior to breaking 227 for the marathon. So there are some changes that I'm going to be adjusting in my own training. Of course, I'll continue to interact with all of you that are training for your own races and competing and getting ready. I know some of you are running Valencia, so it'll be great to maybe see all y'all out on the course itself. The reason why I'm announcing it is just because I've had so many of you asking me, and I have sent a couple hints there out, on the community tab. Every once in a while you'll see Valencia pictures. There's a reason for that, and that's the reason why. But yeah, that's the aim, to run the 2024 Valencia Marathon, do the very best that I can based on my fitness at that time. I do know there is a specific time I need to hit to qualify for the World Masters Marathon Championships for the 45 to 49 age group. And that's the minimum goal. Okay, that's not the goal I'm aiming for. The minimum goal to run that, to qualify as as a 48-year-old, which I'll be 48 in December, is 2 hours 42 minutes flat. So that's the minimum time I need, but it's not the time I'm aiming for. And so I think if everything goes well, I think if the training is proper and obviously the taper is correct, and I stay healthy, I think I can go quicker than that. But I really don't have an idea yet of what I currently can do, because again, I'm just gradually upping my mileage, gradually extending my tempo runs, working on running faster splits on the track. I've been doing some track work. So again, this is a test. Again, a lot of you have been running marathons. A lot of you have been running races consistently for several years. I haven't run a race in over 10 years. So I'm excited, but at the same time, curious to see what I could do. I do believe in that muscle memory. You know, the workouts workouts I did when I was in high school, college, when I was running professionally, all those things are still in my legs. I can definitely tell from that. Some of the tempo runs I've done recently, in the past 2 weeks, those splits are still there. The willingness to get out and train is still there. Obviously, my mind and mental preparation, the willingness to prepare for this is definitely there as well. So I'll do the very best I can. Wish you all the best in your training, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.